On this episode of Rush Outdoors, we are hunting longbeards in South Dakota and New Jersey. And let's not forget member footage with Rush Uncut.
Awesome New York buck. Oh.
That happened fast.
Look at this blood trail.
Got a really nice buck. Crazy. He's down. That's what I'm talking about. Yes!
Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Runnings, your home farm and outdoor store. Closed captioning is brought to you by the Wayne County, New York Department of Tourism. For more information, go to waynecountytourism.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rush Outdoors. I'm Realtree Pro Staffer Tim Andrews. It's a cool August morning here. Brian and I are gonna go in here, grab some batteries for our covert trail cameras, some ratchet straps, doing some blind work. It's gonna be a great day in the woods. What a surprise. I got distracted, I ended up in the hunting department. Anyways, why don't you join me in South Dakota with my PSE chasing Merriam's at the Bolton Ranch. Spring turkey season 2022, and I'm headed to Montana. If you remember back a few years ago, I killed a real nice buck there. Opening day in a snowstorm. It was a great place. It's a ranch I've hunted before in the past, and they got a lot of Merriam turkeys. So had it all figured out 6 months prior. Drive 25 hours to Miles City, Montana. I walk into Montana Game and Fish office to buy my 2 non-resident turkey tags. Tell the girl, and she looks at me funny. And she says, "You mean for next Saturday?" And I go, "No, this coming Saturday." She says, "You do realize they changed the dates late February." I was like, what? But luckily, I got a lot of friends in the West. I called Joe Bolton Ranch outside of Dallas, South Dakota. He said, "Come on down, no one's hunting here." I go, "I'll see you tomorrow." I arrive at Dallas at the Bolton Ranch, and it's a big ranch. It's like 17,000 plus acres. Majority of it in South Dakota, some in Nebraska, all one piece. Great family, great everybody. Head guide Marty gives me the nickel tour, and believe it or not, right where they house their bulls, there's a little stone road that runs into a cut across the street, and then birds roost behind it and work their way up there. He goes, "You want to be somewhere in that little section right there." Put a blind up, and we went back that evening, and the birds were in there, and they were right on top of the blind. Morning comes, and I am pumped. And I got in there extra early because I'm gonna have to walk by maybe some birds, and I did. Get in the blind, it's breaking daylight, and it's thundering. Not because of a storm, because of a whole lot of gobblers. There's a lot of birds. There's probably 50 birds in this group. There's lots of hen talking, lots of gobbling. And all of a sudden, the birds kind of part. And lo and behold, Wile E. Coyote shows up, moves him a little bit to the north. No shot in the morning. So for the morning hunt, I had birds in range with a shotgun, but they were 30, 35 yards. Yeah, you can make a shot with a bow, but it's dicey. I like them birds to be 20 yards or less with a bow.
Back in the blind, first afternoon in South Dakota, and it's warm. It was cold this morning, it was 29 degrees, and now it's 71 and probably 171 in this blind. I'm kind of in between where they're spending the day, and they're headed to a roost to the east of me here. Same spot I was this morning. Hoping tonight should be a good thing. I'd like to get it done tonight. Loving South Dakota, man. Can't beat it.
I had some jakes come in, some hens come in. The longbeards were just not coming in. So I'm thinking to myself, I can maybe slide out of here at 8 o'clock.
Sights and Sounds of Niagara Falls, USA, an outdoor playground for those of all ages. Discover the majestic Niagara Falls and immerse yourself in history, arts, culture, and adventure. From high-speed jet boats racing through Class 5 rapids, scenic hikes in the Niagara Gorge, or world-class sport fishing in the Niagara River and Lake Ontario, explore more at NiagaraFallsUSA.com or call 1-877-FALLS-US.
The year of the air gun hunter. Umarex Air Guns.
Introducing the Maverick Hunting Blind. Our blinds are designed to last a lifetime, so you can put an end to yearly setup and takedown. Our lightweight two-piece design makes them extremely portable. The Maverick blind is built to handle any season. True 360-degree viewing means more opportunities to take your shot. Set it up your way or use a Maverick Next Level platform system. Go farther and hunt longer than any other hunting blind. Maximize your hunting experience with Maverick blinds.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Maverick Blinds, Umarex Air Guns, the New York Sportsman's Expo, Niagara Falls, USA, PSC Archery, CVA, Scentlock, Nocturnal Lighted Knox, Muds Boots, Block Targets, IQ Bow Sights, Steel, Orleans County, Quaker Boy, and these fine sponsors.
So the birds are 200 yards away from me. I go, there's nothing else going to come in here, but I called one more time and no answer, no nothing. So I start taking everything down. I put my GoPro away and I took my release off. Why to this day, I don't know why I did that, but it came back to haunt me. I glance out the window and here comes these 5 hens marching towards me. I'm like, I could use a little more footage. Move the camera, I set on the decoys, I go back to putting gear away. And then I look up and lo and behold, there's a long deer behind them. I'm like, perfect. End of a great day. Take my bow, I get ready. Oh, I don't have my release on. Put my bow on my lap, have to put the release on. Meanwhile, the bird's standing at 15 yards away. I looked up, he was in the viewfinder, barely in the viewfinder. Here he is, right at last light. Quaker Boy, I couldn't have done it without it. The funny thing was, I looked all over, all them birds were to the north behind me working that fence line, and I was calling, they were gobbling, and I thought, what the heck? I think my night's over. So I take my release off. Drop it, I start ready to pack up. I look over here to the east, and here's this guy coming here. He comes in, I gave a couple purrs, came right in. He's at the decoys, and guess what I'm doing? I'm putting my release on. Never ever expected. Look at his head. After I shot him, he went down over this lip right here behind me. And what happened was, the 2 longbeards and 4 jakes put a whooping on him. I've never seen, I had to get out of the blind to push him off. It just happened all so fast. But I'm telling you what, I am super happy with this bird right here. My first South Dakota bird ever. Big thanks to Joe and Marty here, Bolton Ranch Outfitters, Dallas, South Dakota, man. South Dakota has become my new favorite place to be. I am loving it. We'll see you in the woods. When you're tagged out, what do? Springtime, you shed hunt. And my God, the property there is unbelievable. We saw deer everywhere, found sheds. We'd walk in glass with the the vortex. You can see the shining of the horns. Dandy right there, boy. We're doing some shed hunting. Off in the distance, I see this stone post. And I thought, how cool, that could be like a hitching post from the old days. Come to find out, it was the border of Nebraska and South Dakota, and from Nebraska, other side was South Dakota, so that was kind of cool to find that along with the sheds we found there, and made for a great day. Hey, that was one of my favorite hunts right there. Killing Merriam with my bow was awesome. Big thanks to Joe Bolton, the Bolton Ranch, loaded with turkeys.
Rush Topics is brought to you by Vortex Optics.
Hi, Gordon Wood here with this week's Rush Topics. Today we're going to talk about proper muzzleloader maintenance after deer season. I like to start by drawing up a nice hot soapy bath for all the pieces for my gun. Start with my breech plug. Spin that right out of the end of your gun. Just scrub it down with a toothbrush, get all that powder off. Clean it up real good. Comes out nice and clean. Cleaning brush. We're 50 cal. Set it right in here. You can see the stuff fall right out. And I put a cloth down here so as not to ruin my table. Little residual on there. I'll then soak that in some hot soapy water and repeat process. After you've run your brush down through there with your hot soapy water, I take just a wad and I run it through the opposite direction, spinning it the entire time to help clean out that rifling in your barrel. Run that through there a couple, 2-3 times. And you can see all that powder residue just coming off. I put a little bit of boar butter on a larger rag. Start right here at the breech. Just go down that a couple times. That helps remove any moisture that's left in the barrel. Then I'll take a little bit of this nipple grease. Apply a little bit right here on the end. Don't need a lot. Then I'll spin that back in my gun. Cleaning process complete. That's this week's Rush Topics brought to you by Vortex Optics. We'll catch you next week.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by the Black Lake Chamber of Commerce, Caldwell Shooting Supplies, Muzzy Broadheads, Millennium Tree Stands, Carbon Express Arrows, Domain Food Plots Seed and Attractants, Hunter Safety Systems, Clayton Distillery, Thermacell, Flame King, and these fine sponsors.
Okay, the truck's all loaded up. We're headed to the woods. Let's join Pro Staffer Joe P.O. and his father. They're in Jersey chasing big old gobblers.
The hand's fucking. Yeah. I'm gonna get ready to move. I still can't shoot, you know. One with the head up. Okay. Morning. Basically got here right at fly down, running a few minutes late, and jumped in the Maverick. Birds pitched into the field, worked out to the middle of the field, but then we're coming to this 1 acre food plot I planted, domain food plot. The most of the food's gone, but this is a 1 acre green patch in the middle of a cut bean field. So the hens just worked right to this. They all came into the decoys, and we just had to wait for one of these jakes to separate from the pack and let them have it at about 20 yards. He's coming this way. All right. All right, they were talking on the roost this morning. At fly down, we have one single gobbler come down, working his way to the decoys. We had to call to him a little bit, and he would gobble back, and then all of a sudden he started running away. So I don't know if a predator showed up or what, but this boy came in from a different direction. He must be the boss gobbler of the area. He drove them off, and he kind of circled the decoys about 40 yards away, really wouldn't come any closer, so we let him have it. And that's 2 tags in 2 days out of this Maverick on this food plot. All right, we're all tagged out for this week.
Hey Joe, great hunt. Thanks for sending it in. Well, take a look. Get the Maverick up in the air, the next level platform, way to go. So much easier to do. 3 guys can do it, a piece of cake, probably 2 can. Now we're doing some work, brushing it in there, got the steel, doing some trimming here, got a domain food plot. It's all coming together. Fall's right around the corner. For more information on the world-class fishing of Niagara and Orleans County, New York, check out the website listed below. And by the way, put your taxidermist on speed dial. Hey everyone, now it's time for this week's Covert Corner, brought by Covert Scouting Cameras. This week we feature a pick sent in by Pro Staffer Keith Bartholomew. Big old turkey in front of the Maverick line. That's why Keith and everyone else at Rush Outdoors relies on Covert Scouting Cameras.
The shores of Lake Ontario and Orleans County have long been an angler's dream. Recently named the World Fishing Network's ultimate fishing town, Point Breeze offers world-class fishing for lake trout, brown trout, and steelhead, as well as coho, Atlantic, and Chinook salmon. A full-service marina will help with all of your boating needs, while abundant tackle shops and one of the premier charter fleets on Lake Ontario can help you catch your next trophy. Numerous restaurants are available, and at the end of the day, our lodging facilities will provide you with a comfortable place to relax. Hook up with one of our finny friends right here in Orleans County. I love New York.
Clayton Distillery uses farm-based, locally grown raw materials to create vodkas, gins, whiskeys, hand sanitizers, and much more. Crafted in small batches, their products are sold in numerous locations across upstate New York. Clayton Distillery, homegrown, handcrafted, and online at claytondistillery.com.
Nestled in the heart of St. Lawrence County, Black Lake is one of New York's most pristine vacation destinations. Join us for a relaxing day on shore or have an exciting day on the water. Black Lake offers fishing for serious anglers and those looking to create lifelong memories with the family. Stay at the lake at one of our many cottages and campgrounds. For more information, go to blacklakeny.com.
Got some awesome footage for Rush Outdoors, man.
Congrats on your first bird.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Beautiful New York deer.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Moby Dick Charters of Henderson Harbor, New York.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rush Uncut. I'm Keith, this is Gordon. We're on location at Dryden Lawn and Recreation in Dryden, New York.
Rush Uncut is a member-driven portion of our show where people just like you and me can be seen right here on our TV show.
All right, our first hunt today we have Shane Smith. He's hunting in Ohio with a youth for turkey.
Can we stand up?
You got him, buddy.
Shot the fat one here. We roosted some birds last night. Came in here and roosted them and had a pretty good game plan. We got in here this morning and the birds didn't cooperate first thing. So we made a move and come around here and got in front of the birds, and it wasn't 5 minutes. And Blake done a magnificent job here, was being patient, done great on the shot. And I mean, you couldn't ask for a better hunt for his first bird even, and to get it on video. And I want to give all the credit to Shane Smith for being behind the camera, getting it all on footage.
Oh yeah.
And want to thank Jake Ratliff, Josh Hawkins for giving me the opportunity to take a kid out turkey hunting this morning.
Amen.
Congratulations, Blake. Good job.
I want to thank you too, my friend. Congratulations on your first bird. You got to give your dedication to your bird, since he sacrificed his life to put food on your table. It's what you got to do to give him. You got to do his strut. Your turn. You got to stand up and do this. That's your trademark.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
There you go.
Booyah.
Good job.
I want to thank Tolly for inviting me to come and film this hunt as well, being part of this. And this was a hunt for the gospel, is what it was. That's what it's about. Youth kids, you know, we say it before, time and time again, God has given us this land to live our lives, to explore our destiny in the wild, and to live off the land. Never take life for granted, folks, for tomorrow may never come. It is times like this that we spend together as passionate hunters with kids in God's great outdoors.
Hey Shane, that was some awesome footage. Keith, what do you think about that?
Hey, Shane does a great job with the youth every year, and I'm sure he's going to do it again this year. Great job, buddy.
Good job.
Brian Kerber here with Rush Outdoors. When I want to keep up to date on the world of hunting, fishing, or trapping right here in New York State, I look no further than the New York Outdoor News, the sportsman's choice for news and information.
Hey, up next we have Rush Uncut member Rick Morrison with his son RJ on an out-of-state youth turkey hunt. Let's check this out.
You got him, buddy. Hey, safety.
Yep, I got it.
High five. Well, what do you think?
Good.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
You happy?
Definitely.
We put in a little work for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Yeah?
My hands are frozen. And remember, don't forget to rush outdoors.
Hey RJ, way to get the job done. Love to see a kid out in the woods hunting.
All right, up next we have Rush Uncut member Jeremy Pietrzakowski with the Pitcher of the Week, and he has a nice New York gobbler. All right, Jeremy, way to get it done on opening day. Great way to start the season.
Hey, if you want to become a Rush Uncut member, it's easy. Log on to our website, rushoutdoors.com, click on the Uncut logo, and sign up there.
Or stop down to the New York Sportsman's Expo and sign up in person and meet the whole Rush crew. All right, you guys, that's a wrap here at Dryden Lawn and Recreation. If you need anything, tractors, you got snow blowers, all kinds of things, stop down and see Fred or Brandon and they'll hook you up.
And don't forget to rush outdoors
with a camera.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Fire Tower Doubles, Upstream Construction, Dryden Lawn and Recreation, Iron Skillet Seasonings, Four Seasons Archery, Briar's Riverside Market, Woody's Maple Syrup, Prime Cuts Barbershop, JP Builders, Trucks and Stuff, Sales, Service, and Accessories, Wood Boat Brewery, IBEW 43, and IBEW 1249.
And there you have it, another great day in the great outdoors here. Blind's just about done, got a little more tweaking we want to do with brushing it in. Bow season just right around the corner. From everyone at Rush Outdoors, I'm your host Tim Andrus. We'll see you in the woods.
For live updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
Okay, way to get it done. Really like to see and speak that way.
Or is this, was it his? He had a turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were supposed to start that.
I was. I didn't get the memo. So what was I going to say?
Say the opening.
I'll throw that on the floor.
Mountain Lion. Hi. Do you watch Rush Outdoors TV? Huh? Do you watch Rush Outdoors TV?